has your course load changed in those last 7 years? Has anything changed in how you're teaching, what you're teaching, and with you're still at the same school that you started?
Oh no.
Oh, it's different school.
I'm in. So when I was started, I was down in South Florida. I taught at a couple of schools in South Florida. Dillard Center for the Arts and Blanche Ely High School was another school I taught at down there. And I think in my earlier years, I was working to just gain experience with different people. It was kind of opportunistic, but it was like, oh, there's opening over there. I've always wanted to study with that person. Over there. Oh, there's
Nice.
opening over there. Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
And that uniqueness about me has brought me back home to Atlanta, and I got a job at the school called Tucker High School. Um, and before I ever even interviewed, I chose to look up their demographics. It's a very, very, a lot of immigrants, um, people from Africa, a lot of those. And then you have a lot of Asian, South Asian, North Asia, even, of course, people from the Pacific. And then it was just so diverse. And then there was the African Americans who weren't immigrants, and then the white people, European potentially, who were not immigrants themselves. So you have this melting pot. And I would say that no learning that made me think like I can't go into this with the same. Even my teaching has progressed all the way to that point, but I knew I had to do something a little different going into this uh, school. It was an international baccalaureate school. They take a lot of IB classes, a lot of AP classes. So these kids are on some other stuff, as you know. So that's when I knew, okay, time to start this music tech program I've always been dreaming of. And this was also right after I finished one of my masters is in music technology, master of music and music technology from the school called Southern Utah University, where I actually teach adjunct right now as well. Um, but that program kind of planted the seeds within me to now create this music technology program at Tucker. And when I first got there, though, I was teaching these band classes, and then there was this one music appreciation class. And I was not, uh, that class had the most students in it. It had like 35 kids in it. Every band class, though, and if you can recall what I mentioned about Tucker, the demographics, and then the fact that they don't really, this is an Ivy school. It's a AP type of situation, so the kids are more into academics than they are into extracurricular activities. So I had to kind of come with a mindset that helped them to feel comfortable with enjoying band, and music tech was something that helped with that. But the it actually increased my enrollment by about 50%. Um, I started out, and my biggest class was the music appreciation class. The band classes were like 4 and 5 people in them. I think there were about 20 band kids in the classes across 4 classes, and then 30 some odd kids in the music appreciation. And I felt terrible about that. And so I told myself, okay, if I can help I won't be teaching this next year, music appreciation. And so I brought the idea to my principal to teach music technology, and thankfully he had been already experienced with what that could do for his school because he taught in Gwinnett County, which is a county just north of the county I teach in DeKalb. And in Gwinnett County, he taught at a school that had the music technology program, and he was like, that really grew the program. And I was like, great, we're on the same page, let's get it. So we added the class. The same year, though, our music supervisor got us $200,000 to shop for instruments and things with. Yeah. And so I spent about $3,000, $4,000 on music technology things. I tried to tell other people to do it, but they were like, no, no, we're going to get our instruments. But now they're like, Murray, what do you mean you spent $3,000 on music tech stuff the first year? Why didn't you tell me? I did. But now they want to be consulted. It's cool. I'm just trying to help.
too.
Exactly, and that's how I feel. I don't want to tell them I told you so, because I do want them to come and ask me for help. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, so we got we got a Mac. We thank God there's a whole laboratory of Mac desktops, and so we're able to use that at the lab to teach in for music tech. And then just bought a bunch of MIDI keyboards, some interfaces, a bunch of microphones. Actually ordered Shure FM SM57s, but they got me. The order got messed up, and so we have SM58s, which is the singing mic, as opposed to the recording instruments and stuff, which I wanted them to get. Um, but yeah, so it turns out the first year there were about 25 kids, excuse me, that registered for that class alone. They saw it on course description, and so these kids at Tucker, they want to do STEM, and it was just a natural thing for them to get this option to do music technology, that they bam immediately enrolled. And now we're next year I'll be adding the advanced class, but right now we got beginning and intermediate, and that's about 40 kids, 45 kids, give or take, um, between those two classes. And so I went from, in my first year at Tucker, being told, yeah, we're looking at cutting that program altogether, that band music program, to, hey, we might need to get you another instructor, because now everybody's in the band class and everybody's in the music tech class. So I'm just thankful that it turned out that way.